Welcome, welcome all this Sunday morning. This is Real Estate Talk. I'm your host, Willie Lambright. Friends, stick around with me for the next hour and you'll be better off than when you joined us. We're going to tell you about one of the great real estate agents here in the Dallas Metroplex. If you're buying or selling, I want you to really listen to this guy. I want to introduce John Sturges. He's one of my 12 strong on willielambright.com. How you doing this morning, sir?
I'm doing good. Good morning.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you. You know, you've been on radio with me several times, and one of the things that we try to do here at Real Estate Talk is really give our position about real estate here locally. And this hour, we're going to talk to you about, we're really going to give the recap of what happened in the past, 2018, what we can expect in 2019. We'll talk about how the now is going on. We'll give a little insight regionally, and we'll talk to you buyers at the end of this program and some of the things you need to know to take advantage of real estate. And I say that because 2019, you and I can both agree that we are still going to have appreciation.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. John Sturges, Keller Williams. So, kind of sum up to me, being a guy that's full-time in real estate, how 2018 looked versus what you think 2019 is going to be. We can take 2 segments on this.
Yeah, I think that it's also important to kind of recap where we've been and where we've come from. As everybody knows, the recession in the country started about 2008. And at the time, our markets were appreciating about a 3 to 4% year over year. And while a lot of people are kind of complaining about that because they saw like Las Vegas and they saw Phoenix going like 10, 12%, ours was a steady march. It was more of a normal type of a situation. I think that in 2018, we're starting to see a shift that's going to roll into 2019. And basically for 2018, we appreciated about 5%. Okay, that was, actually we did. That's the final number.
When you're talking about
home values.
Overall,
in North Texas, we're talking
North Texas. Because I know there are pockets.
Yeah.
You get over in some of these really hot areas of Dallas, and there were pockets where it was going through the roof.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you go back to 2008, the overall home appreciation has been 65.8%. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's crazy. In the last 5 years, it's been 45% alone. Okay. Yeah. Now that is great for us, but it's not sustainable forever. You've got to come back to earth at some point in time. So again, in 2017, if you want to go back that far, we appreciated 7%. And that was the first year in many years that we did not have double-digit appreciation. This year, 2018, 5%. For 2019, it's supposed to be 4.3%. So we're getting back to what we consider to be a more normal market condition.
This is what I've always gave my point of view about real estate versus renting or something else. I've had people all the time tell me, I'm not going to buy a house until I find my forever house. Yeah. Well, that doesn't happen. No. The average stay in a home is 7 years.
Yeah.
And to me, real estate is such a necessary part of somebody's life because you get to live the investment and it's going up, 4.3% in 2019. You're making money while you're living your investment.
We're still headed in the right direction.
Yes, we are.
We're not crashing. We're not crumbling. This is not like, gloom and doom on the horizon. We've been used to this double-digit appreciation in this overheated market. But, again, now they have to face what we consider to be the new reality, which is normal market conditions, and it's still a good thing for us. It puts us in a stable environment.
Yes. I kind of want to take a reminder pause here, and I always say to people, when you're hiring a real estate agent, they're worth every dime you spend. And the problem is you don't usually find a good real estate agent. There's oodles and noodles of real estate agents. The folks that are here on this program are full-time agents, and at the end of the day, they're just like a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist that you use for your family. John Sturges is a guy that has a give a stuff button on him about the well-being of you and your family when it comes to real estate. He's going to help you overcome obstacles to live the dream of home ownership. I want you to reach out to him at 817-832-7473. Again, 817-832-7473. John,
Yes.
Tell our listener when you talk about a shifting market, as we still have appreciation is going to go on, 5% last year, 4.3 expected this year. What a buyer's market is versus a seller's market.
Okay. One thing I want to point out, when we say 4.3% for this year, that's still better than what's predicted to be the national average of 2.2%.
No kidding.
Yeah, so we're much better than what's going on. I mean, we've got such a great market here. We've got so many people moving in, businesses relocating here. You know, it's not crazy time, but it's a very strong market that's going to last for a while.
You know, one of my 12 Strong did a show last week, and they talked about the company U-Haul statistics. Texas was the number one state of U-Haul coming to the state. The last city in the 48 states was Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
People are trying to get not coming there.
Doesn't surprise me.
So anyway, good job. We got great jobs, and we got lots of stuff going on here. But explain us buyer's seller's market.
Okay, so a buyer's market is when the available inventory of homes is between 0 and 5 months worth of inventory. Okay, a balanced market is considered to be 5 to 7, which is really where we want to be. And a seller's market is 0 to 5. I'm sorry, I backed up. And then a balanced market is 5 to 7. And then a buyer's market is when there's 7 or more months worth of inventory, where they have so much to choose from. It's literally, it's game on for them, for buyers. Well, we've been in a seller's market, for quite a while. We start out the beginning of 2018 at about 2 months worth of inventory. We have seen that number tick up. We're probably more in about the 3 months to 3.5 months worth of inventory. Well, maybe just 3 months worth of inventory right now. So we're moving in the direction back towards a seller's market. A balanced market. But you have to remember too that all the numbers that we're looking at here, are not, again, this is not gloom and doom. This is good stuff for us. We don't want to be overheated. We don't want to have a crazy time. But it also depends on what price range you're in. Okay, as I've said before, if you're in a sub $400,000 market, where most of the buyers are located, 75% of all transactions are in that price range, because that's where most people can afford. They're the first-time home buyers, and that market is going to stay pretty hot, I would say, for a while. Just because of the affordability, because of interest rates and everything else. But when you climb above the $400,000 range, things get a little tougher for sellers. They're going to be competing for their buyers now.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? John Sturges, as you can tell, he knows what he's talking about. If you're thinking about buying or selling, I want you to reach out to him directly. I'm giving you the Michael Jordan of real estate, right? 817-832-7473. Again, 817-832-7473. In our next segment, John, I want you to a lot of people want to know the inside scoop of where hot areas are and stuff like that. I know you got it's my job to try to pull it out of you, really good areas. I want to talk about that. In wrapping this first segment up, when you talk about a sweet price range, first-time home buyers goes all the way up to $400,000, huh?
Yeah, that's the break point that we see where things kind of start getting a little bit tighter or tougher for sellers. But the further down the range you move, like from that 400 underneath, maybe even 375, that's when things really get really busy for buyers. Builders are shifting their markets now. They're building in the $250,000 to $350,000 range because that's where they see the buying energy is concentrated.
Yeah, real estate really changes people's lives to the good.
It really does.
Yeah, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And when it comes to a real estate agent that I endorse, you can go to willielambright.com and check out 12 Strong. John Sturges is live in the studio with me this Sunday morning. You can reach out to him directly at 817-832-7473. Again, 817-832-7473. I guess, John, we come back. Here's the one thing that I've always tried to teach on this program. Listen to your real estate agent if you're selling a home.
Yeah.
Don't overprice it. John just told you about a buyer's market versus a seller's market. We're in a seller's market. We got little inventory. In a buyer's market, we got more inventory than we know what to do with. So we're coming back to the middle. When we come back, he's going to tell you a few things if you're a seller. And I'm going to ask him some questions about how do you get a seller to listen in order to make that sale, talk about days on market and that kind of stuff. All good stuff. And coming into 2019, I'm your host, Willie Lambright. You stick around with me till the top of the hour and you'll know more about real estate than when you joined us, than when you left, or when you leave us, than when you joined us. Learn how to talk on the radio, Willie. You know it, friend. I'll be back in a Willie Skosh.